Well, hello travelers, Todd and Michelle here, and we have made our way to the beautiful Lake Monroe in Sanford, Florida, because we're getting ready to take a cruise. We're getting ready to take a 4-hour river cruise up the St. Johns River on this beautiful boat, this beautiful steamboat back here. I'm not sure what kind of boat it is.
The Barbara Lee.
The Barbara Lee, is that the name of it?
I think so, yes.
But it is a lunch or dinner cruise, whichever you choose, and we're getting ready to go on. So come along and let's see what the Barbara Lee and Lake Monroe and the St. John Rivers has to offer us today. So this is by St. John's Rivership Co. and they do lunch and dinner cruises, usually on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and I think they also have a Sunday brunch, but we'll list all the information so you guys can take a look. And this is our beautiful cruise ship we will be taking today. Okay, travelers, after some
We've been like
rushing to get here, we have made it onto the Barbara Lee. This is a 4-hour river cruise that departs from the marina at Sanford, Florida. It is a dinner cruise, so we will eat dinner or lunch for us. Yeah, we can see the water, so it's like we're on a cruise. But they give you a little menu thing right there, which Michelle will show a little bit up close, personal. But you pick your meal, and then we sit here, they prepare a meal, and then we head out onto Lake Monroe, which is, by the way, 838,333 square acres. It's the 7th largest lake in the Orlando area, but it is part of the St. John's River waterway. So, actually, a little fun fact, I spent a lot of my youth here in Sanford. I grew up here in Sanford a lot, so I grew up a lot everywhere, but Sanford was one of our main hubs. So we placed our menu.
I was looking at, we booked this, they have cruises every day for lunch. We booked it Thursday. I believe it was 80 something.
81.
I can't remember, but yeah,
I think it was 81. Where 81 comes from, I have no idea.
Includes, of course, the 4-hour cruise plus your lunch.
Yeah.
So
we just had to be on a cruise so bad, but we came up here.
It took us about an hour to reach here from Walt Disney World property.
Yeah.
So it's a straight shot on one of the big highways, so it's really easy to get to. I think for a day cruise already, like if you want to know what it's like to kind of be on the water.
Yeah, that's a great name.
Like this is a good starting point. Take up a good half a day.
Yeah.
And still have the rest of the day.
But it's a little different activity to do when you're trying to find something else to do around the area.
We're moving.
Are we moving?
We're moving.
That is a little gray boathouse on the water right there. But that's some of the other boats and stuff that here at the marina. We are pulling away. Okay, we're moving. But we did get
I think they were literally waiting on us to get on the boat.
We might have been.
We weren't late. We were close.
No, but they did give us an accoutrement dip and vegetables right there. But these really caught my eye when we got on the ship. Some cinnamon rolls. So we're going to try these. Yeah. So we're going to try these and we're going to have a great cruise.
Right side of the stage, directly behind the stage, is the men's restroom. With the folks seated upstairs towards the bow, there's a ladies on the left.
Michelle has actually wanted to take this cruise for, I think, 3 years since we've moved down here. We do have live music on board, so we've got all kinds of good stuff. We're enjoying our little,
I've never
what is
had
this
a
called?
raw zucchini.
I said
Like this.
accoutrements, but this is what, like a
It's crudités.
crudités. Okay. But I do like broccoli, and Michelle got a carrot and zucchini.
It's like ranch.
It's got a ranch dip.
Look at my hair. It's insane.
It's the water. It's the
I
water.
know, it's the water.
By the way, this is a paddle boat. We did find that out. So we're headed that way. When you get on board, you will be assigned a table. That'll be your table the whole time you're here. So if you want to stay inside in the air conditioner and watch the water go by,
Take a jaunt around outside.
I was going to do that after we eat because I'm afraid I'm going to miss the food.
Well, everybody went now.
Okay.
We didn't see them all come up from.
Okay. What do you think?
I don't know.
I don't know. You know what? We got 4 hours.
That was pretty
We
good.
got plenty of time to cruise around here for 4 hours. So
True.
we got plenty of time. Can I have some? Well, I want my food. I want a cinnamon roll. And can I have a plate that you're putting all your stuff on? There we go.
Oh my god, it was amazing. It was amazing.
Is that dessert?
Like 7 o'clock.
No, I think this is like a brunch.
And we are 8 o'clock.
There's a cinnamon roll.
Hey now.
11 o'clock flight.
Uh-oh.
So we
Get a little rocky.
A little rocky.
Oh my gosh.
It was like
I was interrupted during my cinnamon roll.
The first day we were there, it was super rainy.
These are good. These are
Look at
good.
that look in your face.
I know. Because there's like so much butter on there and caramel. These are really good. So since they have live music, they also have dance floors here. But you can go out and you can look at all the... Let's see if I can get a good picture over there. Oh yeah, there's a shoreline. And we're going to go find Michelle. And see, it is a paddle boat. We are taking off. That was the port we just left right there. And then this is Lake Monroe. And this is a drive that goes all the way around. But the Central Florida Zoo is literally right over there. So if you're in this area, you can actually hit the Central Florida Zoo at the same time. But we're heading up to the upper deck. So this is the upper deck observation. There's benches and stuff. You're about 25 feet above the water, he said. The deepest point of Lake Monroe is 16 feet. Most areas we'll be in is 5 feet. And the boat goes down 4 feet. So as he said, he'd have to tell us if we sink because we'd go straight 1 foot to the bottom.
If everybody wants to see a Florida mosquito, oh, it won't focus on it. How do you get it to focus? It won't. It's a mosquito. Almost, there we go.
Just talking about the passes.
Now, they're not as big as a bald eagle. If you put them next to each
Not
other,
looking
they
forward to
don't
that.
last.
These sticky buns were so good. I asked for another plate, which they normally don't have, but a table canceled today. So we got that. They had an extra plate of sticky buns. So these are really good, and they're made here on the ship.
They sound like frogs,
So.
but they're not.
They're good.
Yeah, they are good, not gonna lie. The best thing about this also, you never lose sight of land. So, like Michelle said earlier,
Yeah, but I said if you just sort of pretend like the land isn't out there, you can kind of say you're back on there.
it's kind of like we're going down the waterway. Eventually get out to the ocean. Which it would eventually go to the ocean because we could take the St. Johns River all the way up to Jacksonville and get out.
Isn't the St. Johns River the only river that runs north?
That is correct. Thank you, Michelle.
I thought so.
A little knowledge you gained there.
Which messes with my brain, but it runs north.
So far it's kind of enjoyable. We're just
Our plan is we're going to take you around to some of the local places that maybe you guys don't know that's here. If you're looking for something to do on your off-park day,
Right.
this is great.
yeah.
Like, it's definitely maybe a little cheesy, laid back, relaxing, comfortable.
Yeah.
You're on the boat, nothing else to do.
The air conditioning is freezing in
I know,
here.
freezing.
It's so comfortable.
Sounds good.
But
My hair's like
so far we're enjoying ourselves. And when you are on board, they also do sell alcoholic beverages. So just remember that they'll charge you for all that stuff. That's an additional charge to the other stuff that you get. You get the drinks and the teas, and the food is included in the price, but not the alcoholic drinks. They even have merchandise that they sell for the cruise ship. That's it right there. If you want any of the information, you can give them a call, but they have shirts. Pretty cool. So this is the lower level, and it is a little warmer down here than where we are. But there's the stage dance, and then they also have paddle wheel window seats right there. That's pretty cool. Okay, so that is I-4 right there that goes to DeBerry. We're still on Lake Monroe, but we're getting ready to head up the St. Johns River right here. This is the gangway that we got onto the ship earlier. But the Central Florida Zoo is literally right there within that green area. Back there, there's a road that takes you there. Pretty cool.
Literally on the water.
Yeah. And one thing you want to know about maybe me and Michelle is we normally don't swim in lakes. I do not like the lake water. I like to see what I'm swimming in.
I don't want my feet touching anything.
Amen. And no, I want to see the creatures coming at me. So
We swam in the river, but it was clear water.
yeah, we swam in a spring-fed river.
The Rainbow River.
Yep.
And that's where we kind of grew up.
Hopefully we'll be, I'm not sure how far we go up, so it's going to be interesting. But this is also the river that the manatees come in during the winter months to stay cool, to stay warm, not stay cool. There's just something about the water, being on the water is just so calming. And this was a perfect little getaway today. We are officially on the St. Johns River, and there's boatways and everything all along. Houses coming up all along St. Johns, and this will lead to Wekiva Falls Springs and all that, I believe. But this is where the manatees come in to get warm from the cold months. I wonder if these boats along the shore, because they seem to be tied off, but they look abandoned. How do people just leave stuff like this on the side of a river? Definitely different.
That's their property. And they
It
just
could
don't let
be,
it die.
maybe.
They look like they float, and they're tied, so I wouldn't think they're abandoned. They're too good.
Okay.
What
Well,
makes you think they're abandoned?
this one does not look like it's livable.
It's still floating.
Yeah. Okay. Who knows? Thought we'd give you a little river view here from our table.
We moved around a bit.
The gentleman is singing a little Jimmy Buffett, Margaritaville. Never know what that's foreshadowing.
Trying to learn the lyrics.
Yeah. We'll see about that. But this is our table view right here. So I know you can't barely see us, but I'd rather you see that right there. The beautiful Florida coastline of a river. Not the power, because there's a major power plant here. But pretty relaxing.
So do they cruise up and turn around and come back, or does it do a
Yeah,
loop?
we get almost to Blue Springs and then we turn around right before we hit their waters and then we come back.
Okay.
Gotcha. Very relaxing.
Going and attracting mates and things like that. And it's really kind of interesting how they do it. What manatees are really neat birds. Oh, I've just noticed, seeing that brown there?
So dinner has begun. Michelle has switched to the other side of the table because she didn't like to.
He doesn't want me on camera.
No, I do. There, lean in.
He fired me.
You gotta lean in. Because she's sitting on the other side, she can't ride backwards. But look at the view.
Yeah, there's nobody else here.
Okay. There's a big table behind you, and I didn't want to get them all on picture. So, you know.
I think this is a good view.
We got our little Caesar salads here, and our roll service, which Michelle said, you know, maybe those brunch things were made from the same rolls. I don't know, but they're pretty darn good. And they got butter. But this is what we get to see as we eat our lunch.
Is it like just a Parker house?
I think so.
No, it's a yeast roll.
Okay. Were they smushed down and then put stuff on top of them?
Oh no. No, they just pour it over us.
I just can't get over the sights. Wait, there's a person out there. Oh, there's
Couple
people.
Floridians.
There's people out there. Okay. Our entrees arrived, but we still got a beautiful view. Chicken marsala. Michelle got prime rib right there. You gonna need any sauces, or what's that in the sauce? Okay, no sauces for
I
her.
assume it's probably horse.
Yeah, and I know we are dark, you can barely, but that's what you want to see. That's what we came for anyway. Cheers, honey. Cheers.
Are you not?
Okay. Yeah. There's actually mozzarella cheese on top of mine.
It's pretty good.
That is fantastic.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a great flavor.
Set the horseradish sauce. And we'll try Michelle's with salt.
Pretty good, right?
That is really good. good. Okay then. Another pleasant surprise. Why? I believe that's Christmas music. I believe I can hear some Christmas music. That's a beautiful home with the pool off to the side. Both of our meals are really good.
I feel like that would be a pretty drastic commute.
Oh yeah. I think you're pretty well locked in there. You're like a homesteader on the river.
Beans are good. They're soft.
God, isn't. And I'm not. It's not that because I'm hungry, because I hate, you know, a half a dozen rolls. But you had read some reviews that said the food is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So this, yeah, I definitely would believe that.
I'm telling you, for lunch and a 4-hour entertainment,
I agree.
I'm happy. If you want to see Florida, this is a great way to do it.
Great idea.
It's controlled.
It's air conditioned. Okay, we have reached the headwaters of Blue Springs. We don't go any further. Now we're turning around. So now we'll get the other coast. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Was it good?
Yes, it was. Very good. So now we're turning around and we're getting ready to head back towards Lake Monroe. Yeah, but look at the view. I'm telling you, this is. You said it earlier. If you want to see Florida, this is a great way to see old Florida.
It's a good like day trip.
Yeah.
Like if you want to out of the rat race,
Right.
it's only an hour from
Right.
the property.
And it's like a cruise. Once you're on here, you're on here. There's nothing else you're gonna do. You can play on your phone, but I mean, you miss all the sights and sounds.
I would recommend though, you could bring children, but I'm not sure this is
Yeah.
a children thing. This is definitely like more adult
Yeah, I'd agree.
focused.
I'd agree.
I think I might be one of the youngest. There's a couple of younger
Yeah.
than me, but everybody else is older.
Wait a minute. Did you say you might be?
Well, they won't
I know,
believe
I
you
think
'cause
she
you're
said-
fair. They don't believe it.
She thinks I fit right in. Which I do. So now we get to see this side of the bank. Now we get to see the south side. So me and Michelle are on the top out here all by ourselves, enjoying the beautiful St. John's River. I will have to say, this has been a great time. Don't you think so? Yeah. Yeah. Michelle's had a great time. I had a great. It was a nice little cruise. We're heading back now. Dessert's still to come. They're now doing the celebration announcements and all that. So I'm really impressed. This is better than I thought it was going to be. What better way to come back but to have a piece of cake for dessert? The St. John's River, which is the longest river in Florida, which also travels north, is a brackish river, as you can tell. The water's kind of brown because of the tannins, which is the same thing that's in tea that makes it brown as tannins. But these tannins come from these cypress trees that are along the shoreline, and that's what makes it that brackish brown color. It's not polluted, it's all perfect water. It's just from the tannins from the cypress tree is what gives it that tan, brown, dark look.
that is a lock right there to help with the water levels and all that. When we do get excessive rains and hurricanes, this place can get pretty flooded. So this is the train bridge, and the reason that there is a train bridge here, not only for Sunrail, but there is a power plant right over to the side, and that's how they used to get the coal and everything to the power plant. But because trains are usually ground level, of course they have to come through the river. So they got a train bridge right here that goes up and then lowers when the train comes.
Looks like.
See if we can get a shot of the inner workings. And they do cover it to keep the birds and everything out from underneath it. But you'll see right here where the train tracks are, and then that part connects to that so the trains can get across the river.
Not very much clearance, is there?
No, there's not.
Oh, well, wait, it raises that.
Yeah, it raises, it rolls down. There's the conductor of the trains bridge. Pretty neat. And this was one of the old bridges that used to go across. They actually decommissioned this one, and we're going under the bridge that took the place of this bridge right here. And it looks like we got through just in time because now the bridge is going back down. Must be another train coming. Came back to shrimp cocktail right there waiting for us as we're entering port. What a great time we had. Okay, travelers, so we just ended our beautiful cruise up the St. John's River here at the St. John's Rivership company right back there. This is the Barbara Lee, and that's who we took. It was a 4-hour cruise, dinner included, our lunch, whatever we had there. But we had a fantastic time. I know my arm gets a little tired, but we had a great time. What did you think of it?
I thought it was great. It's a great way to spend the afternoon on the river. You get a little taste of Florida.
Yeah.
You saw animals, alligators.
It was, I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. And it goes really fast.
Yeah.
So, you know, we're still back in plenty of time for the rest of the day.
So, Michelle.
So, I would go again.
I'd highly recommend it.
I think, I know some people that would probably like to come with us, so we might do it again, maybe in the
think
future.
we will. I think we will.
Yeah.
So, travelers, we're going to start going out more places, seeing different things that's out there in Florida.
Show you a little bit more that's around Orlando. It has just so many great things to do.
Exactly.
So if you're coming in for a vacation, a lot of people we know come in for a couple weeks or a month, and you're looking for something to do.
Exactly.
There you go.
So don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, And
Please.
until next time, travelers, like we always say, travel and adventure is out there.
It is. Today it's on the Barbara Lee.